Hi all. Today's video is going to be about us spray foaming the north wall in our greenhouse in the snow kit. This is one of those videos that I couldn't really plan out very well ahead of time, and it was kind of time sensitive. We were kind of all running around like chickens with our heads cut off. But as I edit, I wanted to give you as much information as possible. In the moment, I was just trying to be as helpful as I could and stay out of the greenhouse also because the isocyanate can be really irritating to like your nose and throat and your eyes. Just a bad chemical, and we didn't have 3 masks. I was also able to sit the guys down after they were done and kind of go through a one-on-one, what the problems they had were and how they came up with solutions and what they thought of it. So stick around for that.
I've had trouble screwing into the beams, into the
steel?
Yeah. So I was worried I was gonna have to glue those in.
Yeah, right. And then you don't know if it'll hold.
With the liquid nails. Right.
Whoa.
So we had originally used an adhesive to put, you see back there we have, that's 3-inch foam board, and we just kind of glued it to the steel siding. Over time, the bottom of the foam board, it just kind of came loose, and we ended up jamming pieces of 2x4 under there just to kind of wedge them up and stay in place. So we knew it wasn't the permanent solution, so that was why we did this. We used the Froth-Pak spray foam insulation, not the sealant, but the actual spray foam insulation. The foam board didn't really work well, 1, because it was coming loose, and 2, because it didn't cover all of the steel frame pieces, and the steel frame in the winter gets really cold. So in the first part of the video, you saw Joel and his brother Dave fastening 2x4s to that north wall. Joel said the challenge really was making sure that the chunks of wood that he fastened to the steel frame, but he said it was hard because you want to keep it flush with the foam that's there, and they were all a little bit of a different measurement. What?
You get a lot of nozzles.
Does that concern you?
Good thing, right? I mean, you don't have to be
Yeah.
terrified of stuff.
Right. We should get all of the spray ones.
Oh, the V ones? Yeah.
There's 3 bags of them here. You want to separate those?
Sure. So this is the one, the blue with the V in the nozzle,
This is the V tank.
right? This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now they're never coming down. Inside. And yeah, around the edge. Don't use too much of it because we'll need to use it again.
Right. There's a good amount in there. Cover the holes up a
You
little
got
bit.
pressure, it'll push it out.
That thing goes on the, in that little canal there.
Is that it?
Feels like it should go in.
It should click
There it
place
is.
it
There it
said.
is. Yep, that's clicked in.
So then to release it, is that the release?
That's the release to pop it out.
You should maybe try it. Let's see if you can do it.
Oh, yeah.
No problem.
It's got dirt there.
That little thing goes up.
It goes in there.
Yep.
No, this thing goes in there.
Oh, there's one on both top and bottom. Okay. Yeah, try that one.
Okay. All right.
Regulators! Mount up! It was a clear white night, a clear white moon when she was on the street trying to consume.
Good grief. Maybe it's upside down.
Oh no, I was looking for the nose. Yeah, there's the nose piece.
I don't know why it's so funny. I don't know why it's so funny, but it is. Are you hot already? The instructions say once you get the mixture right, you can see Joel spraying it into a trash can. Once it looks like they're both coming out even, you're supposed to remove that nozzle and put on a new one. And I'm not entirely sure that we needed to do that, but we did follow the instructions and do that here.
So, are we gonna just go with this, or
It says you're supposed to take it out,
switch
Okay.
it?
switch it.
Wait, I gotta turn it off, right?
You're supposed to turn it off.
Oh
I don't
no,
know.
the trigger is what makes it go.
Yeah,
You should be okay.
Okay. So let's throw that away.
A little more jelly.
Here, wipe it out with the rag.
Wipe that out.
Okay. A little more of the jelly.
Can you do it? Then you can wipe your fingers off. You want me to wanna? There we go.
That's the big end. Yeah, this one.
This end?
That one goes up.
There you go. I'm just gonna give it another.
Touch it again.
Here, hold that.
Oh, big boy.
Oh yeah, that's nice and flat. You're gonna like that.
All right.
Roll, man. Ooh, that doesn't get as far as we thought. You have
Okay.
enough?
Yeah.
You do what you need to do, yeah? Okay.
So again, we used a brand called Froth-Pak, and we used the 650 kit. They have different sizes of kits, and this just essentially means that you can cover 650 board feet or square feet 1 inch thick. And now I'm told if you wanted 2 inches or 3 inches thick, you just wait until it dries, which is like 30 to 60 seconds, and then you go over it again. So our greenhouse in the snow, being 72 feet long, means that we have a 60-foot main greenhouse with a 12-foot, what we call the cold room. It's kind of the entry room. And we just used the spray foam for now. There'll be more that we do in here in the main greenhouse. And we did the north wall. And figuring that is about 9 feet tall by 60 feet would give us 540 board feet, as Froth-Pak calls it. So we figured we had enough to get the north wall done, and also either the west wall, which you can see we didn't, or the middle wall, which we did.
I don't know. Spraying back at me.
Is it really?
I want to get this shit in my eyes.
So there are two tanks. There's an A and a B tank, and one is the isocyanate and the other is a polyurethane. And the idea is when they mix equally, that's the important part, when they mix, they will expand and harden, and that's what creates the spray foam.
It's the angle, I'm sure, is the tricky part.
Right.
Try going up and down? I don't know.
It's gonna get really tricky.
Well, get up higher though.
Yeah, I better get, I'm gonna get up on the ladder. Maybe that other nozzle will be better.
You getting there? Cool. One section.
How's it going?
Getting a
Pretty
little bit
good.
more of a hang of it.
Good. You need a drink of water yet?
No.
Okay.
I'm gone over the top.
You will know if the tanks aren't working correctly. Either one or the other, the isocyanate or the polyurethane will come out and it'll look a different color. And it also won't set up on the wall. Like, it'll stay wet. It won't cure.
Okay, I'm gonna spray.
Go ahead.
Oh, waited too long.
Yep. Okay. So
Hold
now.
on.
So how hot is it in that suit?
It's not terrible. Actually, it's not. I thought it might be even worse.
Yeah. I
They
can
are
see where
breathing.
it's sticking to you, where you're sweating.
Oh, yeah.
Like your hair.
Ready? Sure.
Take it.
Joel said he's getting the hang of it. So, and I was worried about them breathing too much of that in, but they said they don't even smell it. So.
See what happens.
Seems like it's coming out a different color.
Yeah, it is,
So keep in mind that Joel, nor Dave, nor I had ever done this before. And it was pretty daunting. You know, you can tell they're moving pretty fast and worried about stopping. And I think as time went on, they got more comfortable with it. And they, you know, the first section way back there, they were not doing it correctly. But once Joel got the hang of it, you can see he's kind of moving really fast in that first section, kind of too far away and spraying it really fast because he was really nervous about getting it in his eyes or getting it on him. You know, not every square inch of them was covered, as covered as they were.
Here we go. A little slower. Want to get the low section when you start spraying?
I thought we were gonna wait to do that.
Oh, no, I just meant.
Joel, spray something! Joel, spray something! The next lesson was to remember you have to use that nozzle continuously. If you stop for more than 20 or 30 seconds, it could clog. But just like in the instructions, it says if you do have a clogged nozzle, to just remove that nozzle, wipe it out with a rag or a cloth, and add the petroleum jelly back to the gun, and put a new nozzle on. And it did keep working just fine. That was the big worry. At one point, the gun did get clogged, and they kept talking about the holes in the gun. So they actually stuck something in there to kind of unclog those holes. And then they sprayed the gun without the nozzle on to get everything out of the gun. Now the kit does come with a lot of nozzles. There was a specific one that we used, and it was the only blue one in the package. I don't know if they all come that way, but ours was the blue one, and it has a little V at the tip so that it comes out in a flat shape. He's giving you a break? Too hot?
Well, then we'll switch. So I can
Your
cool
face
down.
looks really red next to that yellow.
Woo!
Joel, put your mask back on. Are you okay? Need another drink?
I just had one. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm not used to having my arms up over my head all the way up.
Did you have enough to finish that wall?
There's a little bit left in there, so we took the nozzle off.
You don't mind being in the video, right? Doing this?
I give my permission to use my name and likeness.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so red. Here I'm hearing you say, breathe, just breathe. If you gotta tap out. And then in the next breath, you're like, hey, if you got a little extra, go up in there and...
Yeah, man,
You got some on your glasses, and you got it on your
it'll come
face.
Yeah, some kind of cleaner.
Just as long as we didn't get it in our eyes. Do I have any around me?
Well, yeah,
I do? On my face?
yeah.
Where?
I can get it off, I guess. There. It comes off because you're
Yeah.
so sweaty.
At least we didn't get it in our eyes.
That
Yeah.
one's
If
not
I were,
coming up.
it's like you gotta wear goggles. Should have goggles on. Because it just is spraying, and a
It
lot.
could come down.
Yeah.
Splatters
Oh, yeah.
quite a bit. Especially as that nozzle gets kind of clogged. Wow, what was that? Is that an hour we were in there?
I should have looked. I don't even think it was an hour.
I bet it wasn't.
It was
It
probably
feels
half
like
hour.
No, it was more than a half
45 minutes.
So we got the north wall and then some.
Yeah.
Definitely would have had goggles. Just to protect your eyes more.
Yeah, because when you
spray.
started,
I was really nervous about it getting in my eyes.
so you were kind of far away and kind of spraying fast.
Yeah, if you're, I'd say like 6 to 8 inches off of the surface and go slow.
It's keeping it at a steady pace.
Steady pace.
That was key, and that's hard to do.
Because your arm gets tired.
Your arm gets kind of tired.
Sure.
In a hurry.
And you gotta switch hands.
Like how fast were you going? Like how many were you counting across or what? No?
Trying to go like,
Yeah.
go like that.
Steady.
Okay. And you did one time it got clogged.
Yeah.
And what did you do to unclog it again?
You had to poke the formed foam back through, take the nozzle off, and then spray it without the nozzle.
Oh,
Force all that junk out.
so you poked into the tubing basically.
Right.
Okay.
Into the
gun.
The gun.
The gun.
Oh.
There's 3 holes in there.
Right.
Yeah.
2 were getting clogged because we had stopped. I took the nozzle off, so I just cleared that, and then we put more of the Vaseline in there, But then when we came back from just whatever 5-minute break, it was still clogged after we put a new nozzle on.
So you had to take
Take
it
the
off,
nozzle off,
clear
and
it
then
without
clear
the
it.
nozzle
We
on.
cleared it without the nozzle,
Okay.
and then luckily it worked. Because we could tell because it was spraying like white. It wasn't
Yeah,
the
the
right
color wasn't right. And it wasn't
And you-
expanding.
Yeah, and you could see there was air in the lines.
But you can tell right away when it's not mixing properly because it doesn't set up and the color's not right.
The color's not right.
But it definitely takes 2 people.
Yeah, you gotta
be
have
moving
2 people
everything.
at least.
Yeah. Was
Move
it,
the tanks.
did it smell really bad? Like,
No, those masks work good.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't smell anything.
No,
Okay.
I didn't either.
I would stand out here or like the window on the other side and I could smell
No,
it.
it's- smell it.
I'm
Wow.
glad
Yeah.
you got those
No.
masks.
It was really strong.
I think to get the right safety equipment is pretty important.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. That's huge.
It is. Good job done. Oh, yeah.
So in all, we spent about $1,200 on this project, and we're happy with the results. We do have a little bit more to spray foam in here, but we won't use another 650 kit. We will probably use the 210 because we just have a few more sections to do in the cold room and then this west wall. So here's a look at the final product. And it is hard to tell, and we probably didn't get it on very evenly. You know, like you can see in these spots here where it looks thicker than over here. But it did expand to 1 inch. And keep in mind, this is a greenhouse. It doesn't have to be perfect or look pretty. And you can see at the end here, this is where the color started to change a little bit and they ran out. So we had just enough to finish that wall.